Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Infinity. Where last episode I'm going to stop myself because look over there, that's getting built, isn't that amazing? Where last episode we were over here messing around with, not that because that is our little rubber tree plantation, but if we come over here and try and sit on here, with this sort of area. We were sorting out the trees, we were sorting out that, we were putting that little bit of stuff in. I'm going to splat myself. Now this has a slight problem in as much as it just doesn't get enough power basically to run through everything that's coming out of this, as you can see. It's just not getting through that at all basically. We've got quite a bit of string. We've got a tiny bit of dandelion yellow, and over here with the crops, well actually some of these crops, I think the cucumber crops, are starting to actually back up in the machine. I think these are as well, yes they are, because when there's 5, the top 2 rows go to the top 1 and the bottom 2 to that, and the middle row only gets 1, so obviously the thing which I had most of I put on the middle row, because that makes lots and lots of sense. So, bit of sorting out to do there. First job though is to sort this out because this isn't getting enough power. Now obviously up here in the factory I am going to fly up. Obviously in the factory everything is running off industrial craft power. How garish is that carpet? I've really got to finish that off so I've got somewhere safe to sleep at night. Let's go in through the front door, which is here. Wait for it, there we go. More power. I've completely lost my train of thought. So what we have here is I have got all the stuff ready to make up a load more bits. Namely, a load of solar panels. In fact, I think I've made up slightly too many, haven't I? But here we go, we now have 9 solar panels. Now what I can do is I've made up one extra one of these, a leadstone solar cell. Because what I want to do is actually upgrade these. I've made up some invar. You may remember I had a bit of invar left over from something else. Put one of these leadstone solar cells in the middle. Pop those around, you get the hardened solar cell. Pop that in the middle. Pop these around and you get a hardened solar panel. It's just like the good old days in Tech-It when we had the solar panels, the industrial craft solar panels. I've forgotten what that was called, somebody remind me. Where you did that to them to get the medium and high voltage solar arrays. The hardened solar panel, it generates 8 RF per tick, this one only generates 1, so it is literally just a bit tinier, basically. 2, shall we connect this actually up? We could use some flux duct, I think. 4, we have not really made any flux duct. We've made leadstone. How about some hardened flux duct? It will take leadstone, flux duct, and redstone, and an invar ingot. The leadstone takes 2 pieces of lead. A piece of... is that just basic glass? I think that's just basic glass, isn't it, with redstone? So... I've got plenty of redstone already, grab a bit of glass. Not all of it though, so that it doesn't all go in. So it was redstone top, redstone bottom, bit of glass and a couple of bits of lead. Might just... it does indeed give us some leadstone flux duct, that's brill. Because then all I have to do is turn that into hardened. I don't really need to turn it into hardened, but I will do. This can transfer 800 RF per tick. This can transfer items. This can transfer 200 RF per tick, so I don't even need to harden it up, do I? We will just use it as it is. And whilst I'm here, I'm going to grab all the bones actually out of that chest. Let's head on back down to there. What time of day is it? We are okay for time, I think. Because obviously, at the end of last episode, we got this. This is a jungle sapling. one jungle sapling is insufficient. I want more than one jungle sapling because I want to build loads of Pam's Harvest Craft trees, which will require lots of growing. So what I'm going to do is clear out a bit of space here and pop the jungle sapling down, and really, really hope that this gives me some seeds. If it doesn't, I shall be forced to cry. So a jungle sapling. Right, you are coming out, and you are actually going to go straight in here. It would make a lot more sense for you to go in behind here, wouldn't it? So you're powering those two. So this one goes in here. A hardened, I've got an achievement, powering up. Is this going to give me... Oh, it is gonna... No, it's not going to give me power. What is going on there? It's given me enough power to go through that. Okay, now the power is going up and down and all over the place. Is that charging up? That is charging up. Now what I want you to do is actually pulverise the bones. Obviously in your inventory you can just pop the bones and they will turn into 3 bone meal. If you actually put it through here, each piece when it comes through here will have turned into, whenever it comes through, 6 bone meal. So it is a good deal. I will say, obviously, you could do it on this. You could bone meal up these plants. The problem is, if you do that, I've noticed the harvester usually doesn't grab whatever it was. Let's see if we can bone meal up this tree. Right, we have a tree. Let's chop down said tree and see if we can get any jungle saplings off the thing. Is that my jetpack just about out of power? Very nearly. So let's just hop up on some jungle wood. Get the last bit out. It's gone up quite high, this one. There we go. Did we get any jungle saplings out of that? Please, please, please tell me that we did. We got a jungle sapling. No, there is... That's not a jungle sapling, that's an acacia sapling. Really? Is that it? Okay, that's apparently it. I do feel like we could be doing better, so I'm just going to keep on doing this basically until something happens. Which I want to happen. Right, one more jungle tree. Let's take you out. And see if you will work. There we go, more jungle saplings this time. What on earth can I ditch? I don't want those or those. 2 jungle saplings. Well, it's a bit better, I guess. And I guess we just keep trying until it works. So pop down another one. Bone meal you up. You're another tall one, are you? So take all this out. This has completely run out of power. Brill. There we go, and with a bit of luck, we should have got, well, I've got 1 more. There we go, I've got 3. I think that'll probably do me for now. What I shall do is plant up 2, 1 here, 1 there, say. The last one, obviously, is going to be mixed in with a papaya to give me a papaya sapling. That was the entire point of the whole idea. So let's pop in a papaya sapling, which will sit... These are 4 gaps, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. I think I shall give it an extra couple to there. Yeah. You're going in there. Now I do also have chestnuts, which will combine with the oak to give me chestnut saplings, so I can make chestnuts as well. I just didn't last time. And they are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and here. So just cut a bit of room out. And a chestnut sapling. And our little orchard, our little arboretum, is growing away quite happily. Right, now what I'm going to do is head on upstairs to bed and to charge my jetpack. Now, is there still the way up the front, or did I demolish that? It looks like it's gone. So, we're taking the good old-fashioned route and going up the stairs. Hello. You see, this is the problem. Oh, do not blow up. Do not blow up there, at least. This is going to take forever with this because I don't have a sword. Oh no, no, no! You dare, there we go. Right, let's see if we can get into bed before anything else stupid happens. Yep, I think we're going to make that, so that is very good, and it's time to eat. It is also time to super quickly clear out my inventory, so let's just excuse me for 1 second whilst I do that. Okay then, that's me all kitted up and my inventory all cleaned out. So I'm just going to finish off this episode coming on back down here because I think that last time I was saying that I want to sort out this sort of area to be sort of the central, if you like, crossroads. Which I think means that that pond is going to end up going. I think most of these ponds are going to end up going. Which is a shame. I don't know if I can move. Do I want to do that, or do I want that to be sort of a large... Well, I've got that there. That's a row of shops. I don't know what's going to live there. I was thinking a churchy thing going on there. Churchy thing, technical term that. So, going on over back here and across there, probably. Irrespective, I imagine this will be a central crossroads. And, as such, is going to be equally as wide as this is, which is a 3. So 1, 2, 3, and there is going to be a path going this way. So let's just put this in a few steps. That's probably going to go straight through wherever I've just put the jungle trees, but that's just unfortunate. So pop you in. Just like that. So the next question is that path only going to be that wide? Is this going to just be like the central boulevard, or are we going to have big wide paths going off each way? Well, I can imagine that there's going to be something fairly substantial over here. What is that? That's just like a little lake, isn't it? It's very pretty over there with a waterfall and stuff. So I'm thinking sort of a big central boulevard type thing either side, which means that this is going to be double wide to match that main path through. So there's going to be... I cannot see a single thing from in here. Does it start there? It starts there. So something like this coming along here. And then another 3. 1, 2, 3. And in there. And this will give me a bit of form to this side of the town, which I do not have at all yet. There we go, just like that. Then obviously these paths will continue on going this way. Like this. Because ultimately going this way, of course, we're going to come to the docks, and I haven't yet decided exactly how we're going to do that. But it will be a thing that happens. We are getting rid of so many flowers around here. It's a real shame, actually. I like these flowers. Poppies and everything. We'll have to find a way to replant some of these. So, something there, and something actually here, isn't it? This is the edge. It's running along the back of what was, many, many episodes ago, my farm. It's funny how it's ended up back down here again anyway. After I moved up on top of the hill. Well, that didn't go well, did it? So you're coming out of there. And you are coming this way. And you are, of course, coming this way. Just like that. Okay, so that sort of gives us a central square type of area. It is going to go in that direction as well. Which is going to go there. There, and there, I think. Yep. So that, I think I probably will actually put these blocks in like this, just for the time being, to sort of mark it out as a square. I feel I should make something of this, since it will be sort of, I'm in the wrong place, the central crossroads of the whole thing. I don't feel it just wants to be gravel blocks, basically, even though they are lovely and all. But I haven't decided what yet. So if you can think of anything amazing, of course, let me know in the comments. And if this video goes out in time, I may even read them before I record the next episode. There we go, and just fill those in. So that makes a nice little central square area. Then we just go off out this way, basically. Heading straight for the peach tree. And that was my old sheep farm from a very long time ago. Is there anything left in there? There's loads left in there. It's interesting, I didn't know that, so that's well worth remembering. So take these out as well. And go a little way this way. This is going to drop down probably before long. And dirt in the bottom. I'm afraid this is getting a little bit filled up. Which is a shame. It is. I'll see if I can save any of this. I guess there's no real reason I couldn't have a little pond over to the side, but I might not have enough room with all the buildings. And that will go like that, and we have a sort of central square area. It is very square. How is my jetpack? It's fine. So it is very square. I don't like it being quite that square. The corners need rounding off in some way. But it is a start, and that, guys, I think will be just about the end of the episode. How is these doing? 14 peaches and a pear in that one. This one's got 8 pears, 3 peaches, and some apples. So yeah, they do overlap. They do definitely overlap. I'll have to just sort of join these together. 2 pears and 15 apples. We'll soon be able to start thinking about things we can make with these. Neither of those two have grown. What can you make? Let's have a quick look just before we finish. With pears, which I might be able to make. I don't have many of those. Pears with, no. Sugar's possible. Vanilla, no. Okay, 2 pears will make me a fruit salad. That's something. A fruit punch with a bit of honey. A pear sapling, of course. Or a yogurt. Can also put it through the fermenter squeezer. It doesn't feel... I feel like I should be getting more things from this. Mince pie. Fruit crumble. What can I do with a peach? Fruit crumble or mince pie, of course. I can make a peach cobbler. What do I need for that? Dough and sugar. I've pressed the wrong button. How do you make dough? It is salt, which I have to mine, don't I? Flour, which I guess is coming from wheat. Is that potato? I can make potato flour, that's amazing. Okay. So there will be good things. I can make plenty of fruit salads and fruit punches. I can make a peach smoothie. I hope some of these are actually worth it. A peach jelly. Interesting. Peach juice. Oh great, it's gone dark while I wasn't looking. How about with the apples? Oh dear. With the apples, I can make, obviously, blocks of gold. I can make all of these things. I can make a fruit salad with berries and melons. Apple pie. I do like me an apple pie. Baked ham. Yep. Cinnamon apple oatmeal. Obviously what I'm going to be doing is actually making... I'm going to fly out of here before something sneaks up on me. Making automated machines to basically make my own fully automated kitchen. One day in the future, but that will be it for this episode, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I do hope to see you once again next time.